guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today is the 27th. It is Wednesday morning of July. We're about to close out the month here, correct? Of July. This has been a quick summer. It seems like summer's been rolling pretty fast. But today I wanted to, once again, kind of bring, I guess, a storyline. I mean, more of my journey, a topic of something that may be near and dear to your heart that you may want to hear, that may open your ears and your eyes up to, kind of collect some information that may be able to kind of push you forward and push you in the right direction, especially if you're a beginner trader, really much so, more so. And everybody likes to hear the story of someone and how they actually started doing something, correct? Whatever it is in life, because it may be a new business idea or career venture that you're trying to get into, that you know nothing about, that you're just really trying to kind of find a way to get into it, and you want to hear other people's stories, because it helps you I guess maybe transition, and you maybe hear about their heartaches or stress of getting into that before they became successful, and maybe it helps you break through those walls or barriers a lot quicker. So in this video today, pretty much, guys, I just wanted to kind of like touch base and let you guys know, when did it click for me? How did trading come about? When did it finally click in my mind? When did my eyes become open? When was I able to see things clear? So when did it actually click for me? Day trading, okay? And I'm a futures trader, so I trade the future market. So I wanted to share, I guess, my journey in a sense of kind of from the beginning where it started to where I'm at today. So, for all those that haven't followed the channel, and yeah, right now, guys, I'm going to stop right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hey, watch today's video. Go back and watch some of the other videos. I'm sure you'll probably find I'm sure you'll find a lot of good content on the channel. Primarily, I trade each and every day the ES futures. I'm a price action trader, but I use a simple strategy using supply and demand, which if you follow the videos, you probably pick up on it pretty quick. But I have tons of videos on the channel where I record and post my live recorded sessions. So if you want to go back and watch those videos, please do join the team here over at Future Trading with Mike. All you have to do is click on the subscribe button now, and make sure to also click on that little bell icon that ensure that you never miss one of the uploads. It's that little bell looking shape icon next to the subscribe button. So getting back to what I was talking about, when did it finally all click for me? Okay, it seemed like it was just yesterday, but it was many years ago, probably 10 going on 11 years now, I guess, when I started really really started, not saying becoming profitable, but more so when I actually was introduced to the idea of trading, when trading kind of unfolded in my mind, and the first time I actually probably laid eyes on a chart, okay? So that was many years ago. Yes, I was in a position, job-wise, and I was working, full-time, probably like most of you guys are doing. Either you're working full-time or part-time. We all got to find a way to support our means, right? And have a lifestyle, or create a lifestyle for ourselves and our family, right? So, my background, I kind of shared this before. I was passionate about what I was doing when I got out of school and going to college, okay? Some people don't take that route, but some people do, and I did. I went to college, I got my degree in information systems pretty much, and so the IT world, yes, the IT world is a great opportunity. It's a great career. So yeah, I was more so on the programming end of things, doing information system, building databases, things like that. Things that I really like to do. It's kind of something that I'm very analytical, so it kind of allowed me to use my mind, So, and you have to when you're anyone who's in the IT world or information systems, you have to be able to use this up here each and every day. And same thing in trading, So I'm an analytical person. I like to kind of break things, apart and then kind of put them back together, whatever the case is. I like large tasks. I like things that really make me think. So I'm not a very simplistic person. I'm kind of I dig deep into things, guys. I'm a very in-depth thinker. So trading. Once I was introduced to the idea of trading, or not to the world of trading, I'm not gonna say the idea, but to the world of trading, it kind of it was really intriguing and interesting to me, because I'm a type of person that, when someone brings something to my attention, it's either I'm going to be interested at that moment or not be interested in it. And trading was something that, I knew about, investments as far as like people being able to make money by investing into the market. But did I actually know how to do it? No, I didn't know how to do it. I knew about stocks and things like that, investing in a business 401k and, all the financial things that you can put where you can park your money at in a sense. But I never actually, traded. I never actually put a chart up to actually look at a particular company. I never pulled up, the future markets or whatever the case is, any particular market. I never really look at a chart, So when it was kind of introduced to me, I said, maybe that's something I could be interested in doing because, at the time I was getting burnt out in my what I was doing every single day. And I'm sure this probably hits home to a lot of you guys and gals or gals out there, guys and women, that probably at some point in our life, we may start off and it all looks pretty, the beautiful flowers and things like that. The money's good, the benefits are great. But what happens is eventually you start to figure out that you get burnt out because everything seems to become more routine and then there's no more love for it, almost. It's like, you can do it every single day with your eyes closed. And it's like, I like to have challenges in my life. I like for new opportunities. I like for things to keep me motivated. And I'm a very inspiring person, so I like to be able to be inspired by certain things and I grab hold of them. So passion is the key to me. It's like, it's not about the money. I always say this. It's about passion. If you're chasing money, then you're chasing, you're going down a deep hole. You're digging a deep hole for yourself because chasing money is not the way to actually live life. It's about having drive. It's about having passion. And passion is the key to everything in life. Passion, if you love doing something, the money will follow. It's just that the passion will allow you to become greater and great at what you do. And then eventually you find a way to where it's like opportunities will come to you, surrounding what you actually love to do, and the money is there. So it's like waking up every single day and it's like, you're actually doing something that which was a hobby for you. Now you're actually making money. And to me, I kind of treated it like that when it came to trading. It was like, oh, okay, I'll dabble in it and kind of do it part-time or whatever the case is, kind of learn it and then just make some side money or whatever. But the more I dug deep into it and started really like, doing a lot of reading, understanding market structure, understanding price action, those type things, those two key things, because those were the two key things that any trader who starts, you have to understand market structure. If you do not understand market structure, stop today and really go back, dig deep, and understand market structure. Because if you don't understand market structure, you are not going to survive in this business. I promise you that. So that's why I have those books listed in the description portion of this video. Tons of books, great books that I've handpicked that provide great information, surrounding the key things, the core, the concepts of trading, which is price action and market structure. I always talk about that. But then I got books on volume analysis because I use volume analysis. As you see the volume profile of my charts, it's very important. And then, also supply and demand, that strategy that I actually use. But anyways, not to kind of, talk too much about the books or whatever the case is, but if you're interested, you'll find those down in the description portion of this video and in every video pretty much. So, but yeah, I mean, I started off from, the areas like most people do, understanding, trying to read price action, understand price action, reading books, looking at videos, trying to understand market structure. And I probably struggled with that. And I say struggle, I did, because I thought that trading was going to be something easy because most things in life kind of, I can take a look at something or someone kind of show me something and then I kind of, it sticks to me and then I can do it over and over again, like repetition. So I kind of learn pretty quick by hands-on. I'm a visual person, so if someone shows me something, and then I know how to do it over and over and over. But trading is totally different. And I eventually figured it out because it's an evolving animal and a beast in itself. It's not something that you can go to and do and look for the same thing every single day. The market's not going to do the same thing every day. Okay, so things kind of slow down for me, I'll say. At that point in my life, like I said, a little bit over 10 years ago, I was wanting to find a different avenue to be able to start something, to be able to, when I say start something, I mean more so make something my own, something that I could actually do from home in a sense, or do wherever I was at. It doesn't really matter, and make money, whether it was on the beach or sitting somewhere in Europe somewhere, whatever the case is. Be anywhere across the world in a hotel room and be able to make money. And I wanted to be my own captain of the ship in a sense, but at the same time, I want to be able to spend time with my family. And when you working, kind of you're working, and you got a career going on, you get burned out because you're doing the same thing over and over and over. You're like burning the midnight oil, like spending 50, 60 hours a week doing what you're doing. You're bringing work home. It just becomes monotonous to the point to where it starts to make you the love that you once had for that career or that job. It starts to slowly kind of burn its wick, burn through the wick. And next thing you know, the candle is this tall, and the next thing you know, you're down here. You're burnt out, And that's how I was feeling. I wanted something else to where I can enjoy life, because I felt like, man, is this going to be it for me? Is this going to be all that I'm going to do in life? And sit here and do this every single day until the day I retire, whatever the case is. And it just started eating at me to the core, to where I was just like, I'm ready to find something else. And that's where it was a turning point for me, to where I said, I'm going to jump ship. Not immediately, but it was a slow, gradual transition from, a full-time job or working for, say, for instance, for someone else, and then switching over slowly, part-time wise, kind of figuring things out. I didn't start day trading or start trading the future markets immediately. I didn't want to take that route, because I learned quickly that there's so many people out there who get burnt and get burnt and trying to trade, thinking that, yes, a lot of people think this. They think that trading is easy, that they can get into it, they have the money, and then they get into it and they lose money, and then they quickly stop, right? Because they're like, oh no, this is not for me, because it's at that point that they figure out that, man, all right, I can't do this, because yeah, they had the money, but then when you lose money, it places a sour taste in your mouth, to where, especially with trading, because the market it'll take it from you so quick, in a blink of an eye, if you don't know what you're doing. And a lot of people think that trading is like just something real quick that they can get into and fix and make an income, or make a large amount of money, and then do it again the next day. Doesn't work like that. I figured that out. But lucky for me, I did not get burnt like that. I was smarter than that, guys. I'm a penny pitcher. I'm a stickler when it comes to money. I stick to budgets and things like that. So I not a frivolous type person, to where I just go out there and just spend, or whatever the case is. I'm not worrying about. No, I'm conscientious about things in life. I believe in, there has to be structure in everything and discipline in everything we do in life. And even with money, you have to financially put a budget in place, and you have to have structure about how you spend money and things like that. So did I lose some money in trading? Yes, I did. We all start off. We're all going to have, there will be a time in trading to where you will lose, okay? Before it all clicks and you finally figure it out. And for me, but it wasn't nothing large at all, nothing to me. It wasn't tens of thousands of dollars or anything like that. It wasn't anything that I couldn't stomach. Trust that. But for me, it was like, because I saw, and I heard so many people, tell me about their journey or their path to getting to where they're at and being successful in the markets today, and how much money they lost before that. That really opened my eyes up, and I said, oh no, I'm never going to do that. And I stuck with that, because in the back of my mind, it was always there that this thing, this entity, this market, or these markets could take everything from you. And I wasn't one to lose 10,000, drop another 10 in my account, lose 10,000, drop another 20 in my account. I didn't do that. It wasn't me. That was not for me. So I took baby steps and trading. And yes, I would say right now that I did not lose a lot of money before I started learning to trade, guys. If you're looking for that story where somebody was sobbing and crying, that was not me. I played it smart. I'll be honest with you. Did I have losing trades? Of course I did. But like I just said, it wasn't anything that I couldn't stomach. But I wasn't successful until to where I was making money, say, every single day, to where I was green every day. You guys hear me say that time and time again. The goal is to be green every day and not red. Can you do that? Yes, you can. And if you sit down there and someone tells you that you can't, you definitely can. There are people who make money in the markets every single day. Not the same amount of money. I'm not saying if their goal is to make $1,000 a day, that they're going to make $1,000 every single day. They may make $200 that day. They may make $500 that day. They may be up 6 and lose 3, but end the day with $300, whatever the case is. That's still good money. Why? Because you're taking an hour or 2 of your day just to make that. Okay, just think how much money you probably would make at your full-time job, working 9 hours a day or whatever the case is, and you're doing this from the luxury of wherever you want to do it from. So that's the thing about it. That's the beauty about trading. That's what I loved about it so much. So it fueled me. It gave me passion to really want to dig deep. And the first probably 2 years of trading, man, I thought I was onto the right thing. And little did I know, after going in probably, I don't know, maybe a year later. I demo traded, or paper traded for like a year, and then I started switching over, moving to a live account because I started trading live. But after the first year, and I started seeing that because I thought I knew price action. I thought I knew how to read the charts, and I did. So when I started live, I slowly first trade. I was like, oh, I made money, right? I made money for a few days, and then it was like, the market started doing something different. And then I started taking losses. And then I was like, okay, what am I not seeing? I'm sure you guys are all been there. You ask the same question. What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? I'm not seeing it right. I'm not seeing it right. I guarantee you everyone, not say everyone, but most people who are watching this video, a lot of people who are watching this video are in the same driver's seat right now, or sitting in the same seat, have the same thought, same idea. Like, what is it that I'm not seeing? How is it that this person is profiting? How is it this person is seeing and be able to read the market the way they are every single day and make money? It's frustrating when you see other people doing something that you want to learn and they're successful at it, but you're not, right? That's the thing about trading that fueled me even more. And it became a time to where, I struggled with that for many months after the first year. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to quit. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to find something else. I'm going to go back to what I'm used to doing, back to that job again. But it was just like, something, you have that inner feeling, that inner voice on the inside of you. It's like your heart, deep down inside your gut, your stomach. You feel like, I was never a quitter. I always believed that if someone else can do it, I can do it too. So that stuck with me, and I pushed forward. I kept pressing and pressing and pressing. And, there was some setbacks, but eventually, probably after going to my second year, things really started to kind of slowly change. Because from the beginning, my mind started getting cluttered because I started looking at everything that was being shown to me, that I was looking up online, and I was trying to merge everything together. I was trading with indicators that, they may work for you, but they didn't work for me. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. I'm not trying to bash indicators, but they simply did not work for me. They're lagging. I was trying to doing the red light, green light game of, this EMA crosses this EMA, I'm going, I'm jumping to a trade, or if this EMA crosses this EMA and the MACD or the ATR or the RSI is doing this, whatever the case is, then I'm going to get into a trade. And I wasn't paying attention to price action. I was sticking more so and focusing on what the indicators were doing versus what the market was actually doing. And that was a setback for me in itself, in a sense. And then someone mentioned to me after I said, I'm not seeing it right. What's going on? So they said, well, maybe you need to try and take everything off your chart, everything, and just have a bare naked chart and try to trade from that. But the key to that was going back and trading price, reviewing price action, studying price action even more. And that's when it slowly started becoming better for me, because my mind was able to zero in on price alone and nothing else. And that's why I tell you guys, price action is so important, okay? So if you don't know anything or much about price action, and you're trading with purely just, you feel like you're just like waiting on an indicator to do something, I'm telling you, stop what you're doing, understand price action, learn it the right way. And that's where I started doing lots of reading. That's where I started doing lots of reading and slowly started to understand the correct way of reading price action and looking at the market and following the market, being able to see the market structure, following the market structure. Okay. Those are two things that really changed and caused my mind and caused me as a person to evolve and become a good trader. And it didn't happen overnight. So after that first year going to the second year, and taking a step back, looking at naked charts, trading pure price action, and then demoing, and then starting to slowly transition back over, just putting on small risk when it came to trading. I slowly started making money. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then it started to become consistent, weekly, monthly, and then that's when I knew I was onto something. I knew that it clicked. I knew at that moment that I said, I learned price action the right way. It was at that moment. That's why I say if you do not understand price action, it would never click. It will never click. I promise you that. You will never truly, naturally see and be able to read price action. You have to read price action. Price action in itself has a story to tell each and every day. The market's doing something different. So you have to be able to understand what the market is trying to do. Okay? Or what it just did, and you're waiting for a setup for price to whatever your strategy is. Okay? So what it was for me when I finally understood and was able to read price action, that it clicked in my mind. After almost 2 years thinking that I understood price action, I did not understand price action. Okay, so that's why I say price action is the key that unlocks everything. Okay, it really is. It's the key that unlocks everything. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys today. Share my journey of where I kind of started at to what led me to become successful, and how trading finally just opened up and clicked inside my mind. How I was able to really read the charts the way I do. Because I know people probably watch my videos and probably think like, man, how does he do this each and every day? How is he successful? Because like I said earlier, it's frustrating when we see other people doing something and they're successful when we're trying the same thing and we just can't get it right. But stick with it, you will. Trust me. But I'm telling you, the key to trading, to understanding how to trade and make money is price action. I say this over and over again. There are so many traders that trade just purely off a naked chart and profit from the market every single day because they can read price action. I'm telling you, if you become great at reading price action, okay, you need nothing more. I'm telling you. I use volume profile, but outside of that, that's really all I use in my trading. You guys hear me all the time. What do I talk about? Buy the low, sell the highs. What am I talking about? Buy the lower edge or the outer edge of a volume area. If price is, doing its thing when it comes to a setup you're looking for, whatever the case is. For me, surrounding supply and demand, and I'm waiting for rejection, whatever the case is. I look at the areas where I look at volume then and see if price is in a good area where there's decent volume, where price could possibly pull back to off an area where price bounced at from a supply and demand off a higher time frame, whatever the case is. Okay, for me. All right, your trading strategy may be different. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys today. I'm trying to hit at home and let you know price action is the name of the game to this business. Okay, and this is my story. I'm telling you what it took for it finally click inside of my mind and my eyes to open to really see it, and for me to become profitable in trading today. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys really took something home. I took something away from this topic at hand today, this story, or this discussion that I had to talk about today. But that's all I have, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.